Welcome to Kanpai News. It's news time.
Oh, hey, didn't notice you there.
I didn't notice you there. News you there.
News, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Hi, everyone. This is Kanpai News for the week commencing the 30th of July. Gosh, July is almost over. Jeez. By the time this is out, it will be over. 2023. I, of course, am your host, Nasuth, joined by Thaylien and Xeno. How are you boys doing?
I'm feeling newsworthy. Can you give us some worthy news?
I feel completely uninformed. I feel ignorant to the ways that is the weeb. I feel like I need some news.
So it's your natural state of being. Then. Got it.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into it then. Let's quickly. Ooh, yes. Ooh, a really good one to start with. Netflix has released a teaser trailer for Castlevania Nocturne, the spin-off series to Federator Studios' popular Castlevania animated series. The new series, premiering on September 28th, will focus on Richter Belmont, a descendant of the original protagonists, Sypha and Trevor, along with Maria Renard, set during the French Revolution in 1792. Netflix promises that the show will delve into Richter's never-before-seen origin story. Richter and Maria, of course, are well-known characters from the Castlevania series, including, but not limited to, Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Kevin Cold serves as showrunner, with Clive Bradley credited as the creator and writer, and Project 51 Productions producing the series alongside Powerhouse Animation. I could have personally sworn that David Productions was involved with this show, but apparently I'm wrong. But they definitely have some, I swear, it feels like they've got some DNA in here somewhere with like the way that the eyes look and the faces look on some of the characters. Not her.
Not her either.
There's a kid in particular. Well, that one kind of looks like it.
No.
That one also looks a little bit like it.
This is just making shit up.
But there was a kid in here somewhere too.
Things.
Oh, this kid.
What, Richter?
Yeah.
The child Richter.
Just look at that. That is such a David Productions face.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
As far as Richter goes, he's pretty young on the Richter scale.
Oh, damn, he said it.
How long were you waiting? Never mind, let's just keep going.
But I'm excited for this.
When did this drop? When did this...
it was last Thursday.
So, since last Thursday.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Right.
Capcom and Niantic have announced the upcoming worldwide release of Monster Hunter Now, a new augmented reality AR smartphone game in the Monster Hunter series. This is launching on September 14th for iOS and Android devices. Players can pre-register now, and a showcase video previewing the gameplay, weapons, and monsters has been released. The game will launch with 6 weapon types: sword and shield, greatsword, longsword, hammer, light bowgun, and bow. It will also feature 13 monsters at launch, including Rathalos, Rathian, and Diablos, but disappointingly, no Yankutu.
I'll never see Yankutu again. I'll never see Yankutu again.
No
idea.
In Monster Hunter Now, players can hunt monsters in the real world using their smartphones and camera, similar to Niantic's other AR games. A new feature called Paintball allows players to mark monsters for future hunting, whether alone or with friends, even if they are currently unable to engage in the hunt. Additionally, the player's Palico can automatically paintball passing monsters, enabling players to hunt them at their own convenience later on, even when not actively playing the game. The developers are also the developers of Pokemon Go, further solidifying the idea that Monster Hunter is just an AR Pokemon where you wear the monsters instead of capturing them.
Alternate reality instead of augmented reality in this case. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Honestly, you don't see too much in the way of gameplay. But that's some of the monster. So here's like a little options screen, I guess. But in a second, he goes back to the game, and you can see a little bit of So there's. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna say it looks like Monster Hunter. And I like the idea that you can tag the monsters and then hunt them later at home.
When it says it's AR, though, this is the thing. That doesn't look like it's AR onto the real world, does it?
Yeah.
No.
So it's not really.
Well, it may be that when you see the monsters.
No, it's augmented reality. It's augmented reality in the sense that you're going to use like the real world geographical locations. Like you literally have to go out. And augmented reality is not just like putting something on top of the footage. There's also the physical location side of it as well.
Exactly.
But I mean, in all honesty, I think I'd rather just play the piece. It's like the Monster Hunter Rise.
Sure. So here you go.
The whole point of Pokemon Go was putting them into they overlaid a Pokemon onto the real world.
Wait.
At least using a camera, anyway.
Oh no, that's more just the fight.
I mean, I think the main reason why Pokemon Go exists is to get young bachelors and bachelorettes to go out and adopt dogs. So it's
given that I never go out in the world, this would not actually work for me. But I think it's a neat idea for Monster Hunter fans who actually do touch grass. Anyway.
Oh, cool. I get like a cool looking story. I just saw the thing. Okay. Right. Developer Bushiroad Games unveiled several new games coming onto consoles and PC, but we're only focusing on a couple of them. First up is a very early teaser of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Quest of Memories, but the only details we have are that it's coming soon.
Yeah, the other game is... This is literally just the trailers. They show off the characters, and then they show this kind of desolate area, and it's like, okay, cool.
Coming soon in 2050. Oh my god! Okay, right. The other game is what's promising to be... hold on. The other game is what promises to be Bushiroad flagship. Bushiroad when it finally launches. Sorry. Well, there's no apostrophe.
Yeah. That's my bad.
Goblin Slayer: Another Adventure Nightmare Feast. It will feature the original story, offered in both English and Japanese. The game is also listed as coming soon. However, since this is supposed to be the launch title for the company, and another title, Rear Sekai, is listed for October 12th. It should be very soon. Do we have any like we saw, but I love the pixel art.
This looks like a tactics game, turn-based tactics game, and I'm down for that, honestly.
Yeah,
I like tactics games.
I mean, I'm certainly interested to know what
and the pixel art is so good.
Yeah, it is. But I'm very interested to know what the replay value is. I'm also very interested to know what the tie back is. Would we see any of these characters maybe in season 2 of Goblin Slayer?
Yep.
I'm certainly interested. What's the gimmick? What's the gacha?
Yeah. But it may not be for gacha because it's a full it's Nintendo Switch and PC, so
so it's probably not then.
It may be just a legitimate tactics game.
Oh, damn.
Right. So this is actually a follow-up to a story from last month. On July 20th, Tokyo police arrested a 34-year-old man from Toshima Ward on charges of stalking Uta Kawase, an idol associated with the 22/7 Idol Project, which is, of course, the project where they have both real-life and anime versions of, these idols, and yeah. The suspect admitted to the charge, and it was revealed that he had followed Kawase 3 times between June 14th to 18th, taking pictures and videos of her near her home, workplace, and nearby train stations. The police initially investigated the suspect for another incident, but discovered the incriminating material on Kawase stalking on his smartphone. As a result of the stalking, Kawase, who portrays Nicole Saito within the 22/7 group, took a short hiatus starting June 22nd after she reported the stalking to the police. Yeah.
It's just too much of the, I must get closer to my waifu.
I would wager a guess that this guy has probably some mental issues.
Yeah. What really got me is they investigated him for something else first.
That's what makes me think
they found this footage.
Yeah.
I'm something.
I'm so interested in the psychology behind this. Like, what is the driving factor that make people think, oh, this is okay for me to do. There's no harm in this. I'm not harming anyone. Like, but you're fucking stalking someone. The psychological damage behind that is really heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
because they don't know what your intent is. Your intents may be pure, quote unquote pure, but they don't know that.
Might as well have a guy hanging around a small play park saying, "No, I'm just looking out for the kids. I'm not looking at the kids."
This is starting to get into dangerous territories. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
So, Tetsuji Tamayama is set to reprise his role as Daisuke Jigen, the sharpshooter from Lupin III, in the live-action film Jigen Daisuke, which will be available on Amazon Prime Video worldwide on October 13th. Produced by Amazon Studios and TMS Entertainment, the movie will feature an original storyline focusing on the cool and loyal character Jigen, who becomes suspicious of his trusted combat magnum and decides to visit Japan after years of absence to find the world's greatest gunsmith, who surprisingly operates a watch shop. The script is written by Yoshimatsu Akamatsu, and the film is directed by Hajime Hashimoto. Tamayama previously portrayed Jigen in the live-action 2014 Lupin III film, and he expressed excitement about incorporating the edgier and more adult atmosphere from the 2014 anime film Lupin III: Jigen's Gravestone into the new project.
I gotta say, this looks stylish as all get out.
It looks as stylish as the Cowboy Bebop live-action wanted to be.
Yeah.
I wanted to be. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, that feels like Jigen.
No eyes! No eyes!
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, his eyes do get revealed very rarely, though.
Yeah.
But, anyway.
I'm curious about that. Yeah.
Okay, so Seven Seas Entertainment has revealed plans to produce audiobooks for Refugin Magonote's Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation light novels with narration by Cliff Kurt. I love how the English word is the thing I'm struggling with. Anyway. The first volume's audiobook will launch in September under Seven Seas Siren audiobook imprint. Imprint?
I don't know what that's an audio term. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's an actual term for when you're actually publishing something, a publishing term. Your imprint is on it, as if you had an actual physical stamp.
Right. The company holds licenses for both Refugin Magonote's original main light novel series and Yuka Fujikawa's manga adaptation. Additionally, they have licensed the spin-off manga Mushoku Tensei Roxy Gets Serious by Shoko Iwami,
yes.
Okay, which recently concluded on July 14th.
I missed that name.
So
missed that.
It's fine. To be honest, I don't know why, but the idea of this audiobook is really appealing to me.
Yep.
Because I don't know if it's just that I've literally before recording this, I watched the latest episode of Mushoku Tensei, and I'm like, oh damn son, shit's getting real. Or
it's a light novel, so you don't need the pictures. It's all actually described out in there as it should be. And
yeah,
I think it would be an easy way for people to get through the entire story before it's animated.
I mean, I've never listened to a light novel before, but listened to any audiobook before because I just don't have
actually pretty good.
Sorry. Yeah, but this is actually oh yeah, damn, I'm loving the series. I might actually pick this one up.
It's an oddity of me that I am currently reading 2 books, keeping up with several mangas, and listening to at least 3 audiobooks.
Oh my god!
depending on my
Watching
mood.
no anime.
So audiobooks do take up a large portion of my headphone time.
Out of interest, how much can you just like listen to stuff while working?
Quite a lot, because my work is often with my hands rather than with my brain. If I'm actually having to type something out and do text work, then I switch over to music. But if I'm not doing anything that involves talking to somebody or using text in front of me, it's just genuinely easier to listen to audiobooks.
I used to be able to just watch stuff on the side, but like my occupation has shifted so heavily into just being meetings that it's just like I can't do it anymore. It's just like I want to watch something. I want to watch. Anyway.
Right. So on to some slightly bad news, but not really bad news. Director Hiromasa Yonebayashi, known for his work on films like The Secret World of Arrietty and When Marnie Was There, revealed Wednesday on Twitter that he had suffered. Revealed on Wednesday on Twitter that he had suffered a heart attack and is currently hospitalized. He added that he has already been transferred to the hospital's general ward and his condition is progressing well. Yonebayashi made his directorial debut with Studio Ghibli before leaving in 2014 to join Studio Ponok with several other former Ghibli members, where he directed films like Mary and the Witch's Flower and the short Kanini and Kanino in Modest Heroes. So we all wish him well, but it sounds like he's doing really heart attacks aren't as bad as they used to be. They're still bad.
No,
but it really depends.
Yeah,
like if it's like a mild attack, then
it depends on how much heart died.
Well, once you have one, you have to take it easy so you don't cause another.
So
incredibly more prone to it.
Talking a bit personal, like I've had family members that have had like bad hearts. So, my heart's not exactly tip top shape. But one of my family members at one point in time had a heart attack and didn't realize that they had for like 12 hours because it was so mild, right? But they had this they had this pain that was like, in their sternum and things, it was their chest. They just had this horrible pain. And basically what happens is that some enzymes get released into your blood system that kind of symbolizes a heart attack sort of thing. But it was so mild, right? They were still up and about and just doing whatever, right? Yeah. And it was only when they couldn't sleep at night did they have to wake up their significant other and get taken to hospital, right? And then it was like, yeah, you've had a heart attack. It's like, I have, that's how mild they can be.
Yeah.
It took so much self-control not to just butt in with, we know your heart's not okay. It's got a bit black over the years.
Oh.
I mean, I would have gone with like iced over, but
All right.
Not cold, just evil. So,
move on to some other news.
During the Comic-Con International panel, Kadokawa released a new trailer for the Gamera Rebirth anime and introduced the 5th and final kaiju opponent, Virus. The anime is set to premiere worldwide on Netflix on September 7th and will consist of 6 episodes centered around Gamera battling 5 giant monsters. Additionally, there will be a manga adaptation of the anime on Kadokawa's Young Ace Up website, and director Hiroyuki Sashita will provide a novel adaptation for the series. Hiroyuki Sashita, or CG character direction for Suzume with Polygon Pictures, Godzilla anime trilogy, Lupin III vs. Cat's Eye, is directing the anime at ENGI. Sashita, Kenta Ihara, who's associated with An Uncle from Another World and Saga of Tanya the Evil, and Hiroshi Seko from Mob Psycho 100 are in charge of the series composition, with all 3 also penning scripts alongside Tetsuya Yamada, who's associated with the Knights of Sidonia. Atsushi Tamura, associated with Weathering with You, Mobile Suit Gundam, Kokura's Doan's Island, is drawing the character designs. And manga creator Kan Takahama from Nix no Lantern, Heisei Gamera Films, is designing the monsters.
And the monsters do look really good. There's a couple of spots in here where the action feels kinda like maybe they didn't animate it. That one right there, where he's whipping the monster around, looks really choppy. But a lot of the other rest of it feels like it's animated on 2s.
So it feels like the whole thing's been animated on 2s, but the camera movement's been animated on 1s.
On 1s,
right?
Yeah.
So they have like a 3D space. The camera's moving quite smooth and everything. But
it's not always animated on 2s. Sometimes it's not.
No,
it's really
do you know
weird.
What it looks like to me?
Oh god, yeah, it is weird.
Do you know what it looks like to me? It looks like they've cut a couple of frames to make the animation look faster than it really was.
Potentially.
Originally.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The other side of it is like, I don't know about you, but like I'm looking at all of this. There was one part where there was a guy running that way, back a bit, a little bit. No.
This one, yes.
Yeah, that, right?
Yeah.
That looks horrible.
Yeah, that looks really bad. That's like it's animated on 5s or something.
Well, the animation of the characters running looks like it's on 4s or 5s, but the stuff happening in the background's still on like 2s.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
But
I mean,
the other thing,
honestly, it looks really cool, but I'm a little worried.
I'm certainly worried because like the thing that
also it's the you didn't
budget into things that aren't the monsters.
Yeah. Well, you didn't like the Godzilla trilogy either, did you?
Who, me?
Yeah, the CGI Godzilla trilogy. I don't think any of us really did. Oh, you haven't?
I haven't watched it.
I didn't.
No, because everyone kept on telling me not to watch it.
Yeah, it's not that great.
It's not ideal.
But the other side of this is like, it feels like all the monsters and things are lit up. They got really good lighting on them, but no textures. They all look like the same one bloody color. They've just got shadows on them, right?
I wonder if
It's
that's
I don't
a stylistic
know.
thing to help with identification. So he's just all pink.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, like
And all
But that's also kind of true of the original monsters.
That is a thing. Yeah, you've got to remember that. They used to be like when they just did the suits.
When they were just rubber suits, yeah.
Or they didn't
Or
actually
props
paint them
or
all
whatever, yeah.
properly over.
But a part of me feels like, is that a good justification for this direction? I mean, it may be a case of like the film's just, or the series is just so fun that, yeah, you can ignore that. But there's some weird shit going on with the animation in this that just puts me on edge.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anyway.
I'm cautiously optimistic. Very cautiously optimistic.
Right. So, moving on, the television anime adaptation of Square Enix's and Platinum Games' Nier Automata action role-playing game titled Nier Automata version 1.1a finally episodes 9...
Finally aired episodes.
Released.
Yeah.
Right. 9 through 12 this past week. Immediately after they showed a trailer announcing the green light for a second quarter of the... Oh, yeah. So it's basically like a season, but it's a continuation of the same plot. Of the anime. It did not announce a date. The series premiered on January 7th, but faced delays due to impacts of COVID-19 on its production schedule. Episode 4 was delayed from January 28th to February 18th, and episode 9 and beyond was delayed in March for the same reasons. So, you know, that didn't come out until July 23rd.
I mean, the teaser trailer is I think this is all just footage from the first season, isn't it?
I don't think that is.
No, okay.
I mean, some of it.
So looking at that is just the continuation of probably the second half of the game. So I still need to watch it because I held off watching it after the first delay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So.
Some very, very fast frames at the end there.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to actually catching up on the last of this. But it really highlights how differently people have dealt with COVID. Because here, my apprentice got COVID literally last week. So right before I went on holiday for this week, he got COVID for the Thursday, Friday. And we had that little thing of, wait, no, nobody else who's been in contact with him has to worry unless they start showing symptoms.
Yeah.
Because it's not, after all the vaccinations now, it's not going to be lethal except to anybody with an immunocompromised position.
Yeah. They were announcing an influx this summer here, and they're like, just get your tissues and stuff ready. It's essentially just flu level now. Yeah.
Whereas over in Japan, it literally busted down multiple animation studios.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
delayed.
I feel that that's the sort of
and was also tight on
will
restrictions,
happen.
though.
Well, no, I mean not just that, but I think the lifestyle in Japan is so susceptible to virulent. Because, like, I mean, to be fair,
especially
it was
Tokyo,
only last.
Which is so packed in.
It is really packed in. But like when I caught COVID last November, right? Oh, it knocked me for 6. I was out for like 2 weeks. Like, you know, I basically had to call in work. I was like, no, I've tested positive. I don't expect to see him. I was just bedridden for like the entire week. You know, it hit me so hard.
It's so weird because I've not had it. I worked the entirety of the time through. I only got put on a 1 day a month furlough a year after it actually came out.
Yep.
Although that absolutely screwed with my ability to buy a new apartment. That was sickening. Still, I never got it. Worked the entire way through.
Goodness.
Some
people just lucky. Right, so Arknight thinks it's as cool as JoJo's Bizarre Adventures because they decided that each season should have a different name. How do we know? Well, first season was titled Prelude to Dawn, and now we know, thanks to a teaser trailer released on Twitter, that the second season is titled Perish in Frost. It will feature many returning characters as well as staff from the first series. But I mean, I didn't like the first Arknights, so I probably won't be watching.
I mean, I will definitely watch it because I think the problem is that the first. The narrative of Arknights is so fucking slow. Like, if you've ever played the game, it's just like, they tease everything for hours and hours beyond. I'm definitely going to give this a go because I think it has a lot of potential. Okay. And I mean, hell, like if we're making the comparison with JoJo, I think categorically everyone says Stardust Crusaders is better than the first two parts.
Yeah,
you know,
even me. As much as I love the first two, Stardust Crusaders is just amazing.
I think it's just one of those situations. Just give it a go. And I mean, the problem the first season had was the fact that it was like really short. It was like, what was it, 8 or 9 episodes, maybe 10 even. It was just like
it left me so disconnected from the world, and stuff was rushed, and Anyway, that is it for the news. So that's the
I feel
button.
informed.
That's the right
I feel
button.
knowledgeable, knowledged. I feel newsed,
full of knowledge and ready to record Kanpai Cast. So you guys should stay tuned later for Kanpai Cast, where we discuss
already.
If we've
what?
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
You out there should stay tuned for Kanpai Cast later this week, where we're discussing just crazy fan theories, just stuff that you wouldn't believe is considered. But that's it for the news. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time for more news.
Get out of here.